transportation in plants. Energy needs to differ between different body designs. Plants do not move, and the plant's bodies have a large proportion of dead cells in many tissues. As a result, plants have low energy needs and can use relatively slow transport system. The distance over which transport systems have to operate, however, can be very large in plants such as very tall trees. For plants, the soil is the nearest and richest source of raw materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, and other minerals. The absorption of these substances, therefore, occurs through the parts in contact with the soil, namely roots. If the distance between soil contacting organs and chlorophyll containing organs are small, energy and raw materials can easily diffuse to all parts of the plant's body. But if these distances become large, diffusion process will not be sufficient to provide raw materials in leaves and energy in roots. Hence, a proper system of transportation is essential in such a situation. Plant transport system will move energy stores from leaves and raw materials from roots. For this, two pathways are constructed as independently organized conducting tubes. The xylem moves water and minerals obtained from the soil to all the other parts of the plant. The phloem transports products of photosynthesis from the leaves, where they are synthesized to other parts of the plants. So there are two kinds of transportation in plants. 1. Transportation of water and minerals. 2. Transportation of food and other substances. Transportation of water and minerals. The transportation of water and minerals involves three distinct and interconnected processes. 1. Absorption of water and minerals. 2. Ascent of sap or upward movement of water and minerals. 3. Transpiration, that is, loss of water in the form of vapor. In xylem tissue, vessels and tracheids of the roots, stems and leaves are interconnected to form a continuous system of water-conducting channels reaching all parts of the plant. At the roots, cells in contact with the soil actively take up ions. This creates a difference in the concentration of these ions between the root and the soil. Water, therefore, moves into the root from the soil to eliminate this difference. This shows that there is steady movement of water into root xylem creating a column of water that is steadily pushed upwards. But this root pressure by itself is not enough to move water over the height that we commonly see in plants. Here, transpiration helps. The loss of water in the form of vapors from the living tissues of aerial plants of the parts is known as transpiration. This evaporation of water molecules from the cells of leaves creates a suction which pulls water from the xylem cells of the roots. This is known as transpiration pull. So the water which is lost through the stomata is replaced by water from the xylem vessels in the leaf. Thus, transpiration helps in the absorption and the upward movement of water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. And also helps in temperature regulation. In fact, the effect of root pressure in transport of water is more important at night. During the day, when the stomata are open, the transpiration pull becomes the major driving force in the movement of water in the xylem. Transportation of food and other substances. In plants, synthesis of carbohydrates, amino acids, hormones, and other metalloids occurs in the leaves. The transport of soluble products of photosynthesis to the other parts of the plants is called translocation. The translocation occurs in the parts of the vascular tissue known as phloem. The translocation of food and other substances takes part in the sieve tubes with the help of adjacent companion cells, both in upward and downward directions. The translocation in phloem is achieved by utilizing energy. Material like sucrose is transferred into phloem tissue using energy from ATP. This increases the osmotic pressure of the tissues, which causes water to move into it. This pressure moves the material in the phloem to tissues which have less pressure. This allows the phloem to move materials according to the plant's needs. For example, in the spring, sugar stored in the root or stem tissue would be transported to the buds, which need energy to grow.